Hey guys, I'm Michael, and these are 5 reasons to get a wedding album. Because literally no one has ever said, I regret having these photos printed. And honestly, I just want you to remember. People ask me all the time if it's worth it, should I get it? And here's 5 reasons why. So number 1, it distills the day. So literally, you are going to get around 600 to 900 images. And they're very nice to have, but are you really going to sit down and look at all of them? I mean, do you not have literally a pile of magazines next to your bed or desk that you're like, oh, I'll look at these one day? The album's important because it distills everything. It's going to take the best images and put them in one place. It makes it super easy to reference. You're going to look at them all the time. These are the photos you're going to build stories and memories around. The pictures your kids will see and ask questions about. And you're going to look at them from time to time, all the photos, but these few that you select will mean everything. I had a client once describe her parents' wedding album and how it meant the world to her. It may have only contained between 20 and 30 images. She didn't mention how many images they got all together, but because there were only a few, they meant so much, and just the impact and clarity that it had, she was like, I need a wedding album. Number 2, it passes the test of time. This is proven technology. Listen, how often do you bust out those old cassette tapes or even VHS tapes of yourself growing up? We don't even know what the next technology is going to be. And I've had countless clients come back because a hard drive crashed or they lost their USB drive. Technology changes. And listen, I even went to Europe in college. I remember this. We went to Hungary and Germany, Amsterdam, all these incredible places and did incredible things. And I wish I could tell you more, but I haven't looked at the photos in years because they're on a hard drive somewhere. And the hard drive got buried or lost or it's in my attic. I haven't even looked for it because it's not worth it. But that said, I have a photo album from high school that just has a few photos of regular stuff, like my first car and X, Y, and Z. And it because it's on a shelf in my living room, I look at it more. And I remember high school, but I don't remember this incredible Europe trip. Something wrong with that. Number 3, it's tangible. I get that digital photos are important and they're nice to have, and we take a lot of them. Literally, my camera roll has 15,000 images. But to be honest, digital's cheap. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to take more photos, and so it doesn't have as much value. But when you distill the images and you pick your favorite, they become the chosen. And they bring on a whole new life. When you thumb through them and look at them, they become more real. It wasn't until a couple years into my career that I started printing photos that I felt like a real photographer. And there was something about actually holding a picture in your hand and thumbing through it on your phone that makes it feel so much more real. And number 4, these things last. Literally, they're handmade in Italy. They have archival quality paper, UV glossy. They're protected, Italian leather spines and backs. Your favorite images on the cover behind a piece of acrylic looks like glass. It's something you will pass down to your children, grandchildren. Listen, generations to come will look at these photos and be like, Grandma and Grandpa were really freaking good looking. And just think of it as your first family heirloom. And there was a fire or emergency, you would literally grab this thing. It's valuable not just because of the materials, because of the memories they represent. And lastly, number 5, it's an easy reference. You're going to look at your photos more if they're right there in front of you. No one comes over your house and says, hey, let's go on Facebook and look at your last photo gallery. But if there's a book there, they'll thumb through it and you'll start conversations and stories, and your husband or wife will have a story about this photo and you'll have a different story and it'll become a fun thing you talk about. And it's just fun to see your pictures there, and you look at them, and yeah, you'll bust out the USB drive and all the hundreds of images from, on anniversaries and look at them, but it's those few that get distilled that mean so much. And imagine this, maybe, just maybe, after a big fight, you'll sit down on the couch, you'll thumb through your wedding album, and you remember why you fell in love, why you got married in the first place. And, I'm not saying a wedding album will make you love your spouse more, but maybe it will. So, there you have it, guys. 5 reasons to have a wedding album. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email, give me a call. If you don't have one already, reach out. We have lots of different options, all different price points. I think it's important to have, and give me a call. Love you. Thank you.